Hi everyone, and welcome back to Richard's Barbecue. Today we're going to be cooking. We've got a lot of family coming over today. Easter Sunday, so a lot of people coming over. So we're going to be doing a whole shoulder of lamb from this book. Okay, and we're going to be doing next level lamb wraps. Okay, so let's get started. Also, we're going to be doing 5 racks of ribs as well, so we'll go through that in a second. So, to start off with, there's our nice shoulder of lamb, all nicely scored, ready to take the rub. Here's the rub, and in that rub we have 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic granules, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, and 1 tablespoon of chili flakes. So we're just going to sprinkle that on there. Now always make sure you take the meat out of the fridge at least an hour before you're going to cook, so it gets that to room temperature. So give that a good sprinkling. I'm literally going to make sure I push that down into all those gaps that I've made. I have washed my hands to start off with, so I'm going to push that in all those little gaps. A bit more. And also probably sprinkle a little bit this bit on as it's cooking. Now this is the first cook that I've done on a long cook. This is like a 4-hour cook. This one. This is the first long cook I've done on the new Weber Smokefire, which I'm very impressed with so far. Okay, so I think that's plenty. So I'm going to pat that down, and then that's ready to go on the barbecue. So I'll quick wash our hands. So while this is cooking, we are going to be spraying it with a little spritz, and within that spritz we have water, just 200 ml of water, 100 ml of red wine vinegar, and 100 ml of apple juice. So we'll be spraying that every 45 minutes during the cooking. So I'll just put this to one side for a minute, and now we're just going to move on to our ribs. Now we've got 5 racks of these to do, but I'm just going to do one just so you can get the idea. And the first thing you want to do with these is take a blunt knife, rounded edge knife, and take that membrane off, because all that is, it means your rub won't penetrate the meat. So if you just get it started like that, take a piece of kitchen towel because it's very slippery, and then literally just put it right off all the way through. So you know that will not cook up. So just put that in a bin. Okay, so now we're ready for our rub, and all I'm using is a bit of French's yellow mustard for the binder. And then we bought this from Spice Mountain in Borough Market. Barbecue sizzler. I've tried this one before. It's really good. You can make your own. There's loads of recipes for barbecue rub. I normally make my own one, but I found this one and it is really nice. So, bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to get a brush out here. So a little bit of binder on both sides. Not too much, because if you put too much binder on, it'll just go kind of hard on the barbecue, and then all your rib rub will just fall off basically. So give that a good coating, making sure you get down all the sides as well. side as well. Now both of these cuts of meat are going to go on the barbecue low and slow for probably about 4 hours. And this one, I'm going to be spraying, the ribs are just going to be spraying throughout cooking again, probably every 45 minutes or so, and all that is apple juice and apple cider vinegar. Just a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just to give it a bit of a tang. So here we are with the rub. Again, give it a good coating and make sure we do get it all over. So we've got 5 racks of these to do, but I'll just show you one just so you can get the idea. There's loads of different sides to get your own rub and you know, whatever you like. As I said, this one just works out really well. So just give it a bit of a pat down. Don't rub it. Just make a mess of everything because of the mustard. Just pat it down in. Okay, so good coating there, both sides. Probably usually get yourself a shaker actually rather than do it like this, but just for quickness. Good. So, and then what I like to do as well is to make sure you get all the edges done, the ends. I just pat that onto the board. Okay, and there we are. They're all ready for the barbecue. So we'll come back and get the barbecue ready in a little bit. Bye for now. Okay, so to go with our shoulder of lamb, we're doing wraps with that and also a wrap sauce. So in a bowl, I'm going to put, well now I've doubled up because there's quite a lot of us coming, but I need for this 200 mils of plain yoghurt. Into the bowl. I've got 400 but 200 as I said, because we've got a lot of people coming. I've got 1 tablespoon of tahini. Okay, 1 tablespoon of tahini. Two tablespoons of honey. Remember, like I said, I'm doubling up, but juice of 1 lemon, chopped chilies, 2 of those, and now to de-seed those. Obviously, if you want it a bit, if you don't want to put 2 in, that will be fine. It's just to give it a little bit of heat. And also, I do recommend, I'm just going to put 1 in for now, and then we'll try it. chop it quite fine. Okay, and then we've got 2 tablespoons there of chopped mint leaves as well, in with that. Okay, so we'll give that a good stir around, and then there is our sauce to go in the wraps. Okay, I'll give that a good stir, and there we are. See you later. Okay, so here we are at the Weber Smokefire. Let's switch on. Pushing the dial. We're going to set this for 250, low and slow. We'll be back in just a second. Okay, so welcome back to the Smokefire. We're ready to put the lamb and the ribs on the barbecue. So as I said, temperature was set to 250. Okay, so that should feed everybody. So let's close the barbecue down. Now we're going to be smoking this food. So with the Smokefire, there's a great item you can use, which is smoke boost. So remember to add that smoke boost time into your cooking time as well. Because basically what it'll do, it'll lower the temperature and smoke rather than burn the pellets, it will smoke the pellets. So to do that, you need to press the menu button, scroll down to smoke boost, press the dial, smoke boost on, press the dial again, start, and then it says keep barbecue at 250 degrees. We're not going to do that, so we're just going to start cooling down, and as you can see it starts but smoke boost is on there, tick against the smoke boost, it will drop the temperature, and I'm going to cook that for about an hour on smoke boost, and then turn the temperature back up to 250 for 4 hours. Okay, we'll come back later. Okay, so here we are, back at the barbecue. We had 1 hour smoking and 1 hour at 250. So now we're just going to do our first spritz. So you know what we've already explained what's in the spritz here, and that is for the lamb shoulder, looking pretty good. And obviously this will just help keep it nice and moist throughout the cook. Give it a good dousing. Right to the back. You see I've also put some probes in this meat as well to keep a check on the internal temperature. And now the apple juice and apple cider vinegar on the ribs. Dousing. Okay. Close that back up. and then we'll leave that running down for another 45 minutes. We'll come out and give it another spritz. So we've got another 3-hour cook time, so we'll come back at the end of the cook time. See you then. Okay, so these ribs now, about 3 hours. They're not particularly big fat ones, so I think after 3 hours they'll be plenty cooked. So what I've done now, just for the last 15 minutes, as you can see, I've put some sweet baby rays, really nice barbecue sauce. So I'll put that on the ribs, and then what I'm going to do is just fold that over tight. Okay, just for the last 15 minutes, and then we're going to go back on the barbecue. As I said, just for 15 minutes while I'm here, just give this a bit of a warm spritz. Okay, so give that 15 minutes and we'll take those off and let them rest for a while, and then by that time the lamb will be ready. See you then. Okay, so let me see, you've taken it off a barbecue after 4 hours, already been stripped, and then what you need to do is just shred it like this, and then it goes onto the wraps, and we'll have a look at the ribs in just a little bit. Okay, so here we go with the ribs. They look pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to cut those up into chunks of like 3 or 4 ribs. And yeah, I've already had a little sneaky peek, and they're rather good. So well done, Weber. Good first cook.